YouTube Nation coming to you live. TKO Boxing Digest. This is Lamar, aka the Black Abe Sanchez, and my man.
Hey man, my name is D man, aka the Black Al Bernstein. Shout out to Al Bernstein.
All right, yeah. In this video, we wanted to kind of just address the Mayweather debacle, man. There's just how everything's just falling apart, man. He's talking about cleaning his entire team out, man. This late in his career, man. I think it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's probably 10 years overdue, man.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, man. Like anytime you get people off the streets and put them in $1 million jobs, chances are it's not gonna work out well for you, man. We're gonna start with Leonard Ellaby, man. Leonard Ellaby. This dude was a tower boy for him, and now he tried to put him in the CEO. Now he tried to put him in the CEO position, man. What were you doing, Floyd? Like what was he doing?
What any guy that wears light blue tinted frames, man. I mean,
and wearing the smallest shirts, man. And his words are just not well, man. Like there's nothing about him that people respect, man.
He's a jive turkey.
He really is, man. Like he really is, Floyd. And I know you know that, Floyd. Like I know you don't think this dude cool, man. Like Floyd, he has done nothing for your career, man. Like nothing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a long time coming, man. It's probably the best decision. I believe Floyd's saying in the media now that their relationships kind of just outgrown. They're outgrown each other.
Yeah, and it makes sense, man. When you first met him, you was like 20 years old. You know what I mean? Really wasn't doing nothing. Now you're almost 40, and you got an empire, and it's very important to have people who have the whereabouts and have the proper command, professionalism to do it, man. Don't wear blue tinted shades in business meeting, man. It's not dark outside, man. Don't
man. I mean, he's more like like pimping, man.
At least get the transparent ones. You know what I mean? That goes tinted, and when you go inside it, they're regular lenses, man.
That's what you would assume, man.
But obviously, he doesn't want to do that, man.
Yeah, definitely bad staffing, man. I mean, you can see it all over Floyd's face, man. I mean, the ring after the fight,
he was not happy, and you know, like some of the stuff he made was kind of like be honest, like trivial about the belts. You know, like Floyd, if you don't, my saying this, Floyd, if you got all 4 belts, sooner or later you're gonna get stripped. So you're gonna have to defend your belts. That's true. I didn't really understand. But then the problem I didn't understand though, like Floyd, like how did he mess up the seating with your kid's parent, your kid's mom, and their kids? Like that's stupid, man.
Yeah, I mean that's something that your secretary should have. I would assume, man. Like, I mean, his whole camp, it just seems like the way it's being ran, man. It's some shit that
too much stuff is getting let out like that, man.
Yeah, it's just falling apart, man. It's just unorganized, man. Those guys over at the Money Team gym, man, they just
that gym is terrible, man.
It's terrible, man. I mean, I just can't make sense of that shit, man. I mean, it's amazing that this guy has made it to the level he has with the team he has, man. I mean, outside of Al Heyman, I can't really, point to too many positives within the camp.
No, there's definitely not too many positives. And that's the reason why he's doing a whole regime. You don't make a whole regime this late in career unless you know that, hey, they messing up. And people are messing up bad, man. Like,
absolutely.
And then, only thing about it, let's talk about a heart-wrenching story, man. Grandpa Ralph, man.
Grandpa Ralph, man. Can you believe
Grandpa
Floyd
Ralph, man?
He's giving this guy the pink slip.
Yeah, nigga so bad. He just got it hanging over him, man. His termination is pending. Grandpa Ralph has to go to that gym every day with a smile on his face and tape up these young kids without knowing any day could be his last day. Any day could be his last day in the big boy mansion. He don't know.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
sad, man. I mean, that guy Rafael Garcia, man, has been in Floyd's corner for years, and now, I mean, you know how confused Floyd is at this point. If he's nobody is immune to getting the axe at this point, man. He's really afraid, man. I think you know.
Yeah, so we all need to think about Grandpa Ralph, and hopefully, he lands on his feet, or at least go to a nice retirement community, where they have bingo, where they can play shuffleboard and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Man, come on now. That's controversial, man. He goes somewhere from here, man.
I'm
he's still an all-time. He's probably top 3 all-time best cut man.
He probably is, because I only know 3 cut men.
That is true.
So he probably can.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Man. We don't want to step on too many toes with that. But another thing we wanted to touch on, man. Floyd's entourage, man, is just it's out of control. This Jackie Long cat, man.
Jackie Long, man. Like this dude ain't made a movie since last decade, man. He ain't made a movie since I was in college, man. That was that Daniel 10 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got people like Ray J. You know what I mean? Like, think about this. Ray J. Floyd was giving this man the opportunity to do concerts, man. That's half of his bookings gone now, man. Since he can't do the shows in the mansion.
Yeah, the all access shows, man.
Yeah, where he gonna make his money from, man? Because there ain't anybody else that's gonna pay to see his performance, man.
Yeah, there's some truth to that, man.
Like, where did they go at, man? Where the Money Team women go from there, man? Like,
where does the Money Team women go? I hope he's gonna clean the skeletons out that closet.
I hope so, man. Like, I've been saying this for years. Why doesn't he make a Money Team calendar? Get all his girls and make a Money Team calendar, or make a Money Team workout video with him being in the video.
You know, put these girls to work.
Put these girls to work.
What are they doing but spending money, man? Smoking weed.
He called himself the Black Hugh Hefner. Best believe every girl Hugh Hefner making money for him.
Making money, man.
And he's having extracurricular activities with him, and he's making money for him, man.
Floyd, so Floyd, got the game.
Yeah, twisted, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna call yourself the Black Hugh Hefner, then do your research and see what Hugh Hefner doing, man.
Great point, man. You know what? The best move for Floyd right now is somehow if he can. I know a lot of things are going on between Richard Schaefer and Golden Boy right now, but if he can land Richard Schaefer, man,
that'll be great, man. The problem is, like, Oscar got that man tied up in a crazy legal thing. I would think personally, this it would be a crazy move for him to do it, but it'd be nice to see if somehow Uncle Al can transition from being like an advisor to being CEO of a Money Team.
Wow,
that would be a great power move. But then the problem is you got all these fighters in limbo, and none of these fighters going to sign with Floyd. None of them. I can't see any big name fighter want to sign with Mayweather with Money Team, man. I can't see any.
You know what? That's wishful thinking, man. Al Heyman, this guy is like
Al Heyman.
He's like Professor X, man. You never see this guy.
Al Heyman has over 150 fighters. He has more fighters than Top Rank and Golden Boy Promotion combined right now.
That's amazing, and this guy is all behind the scenes.
All behind. He was a record producer. He was in the music industry.
He was.
Like, this dude has no really solid footing, but you know boxing, especially what boxing is, man. If you know somebody, you good. You know what I mean?
Boxing is one of the most. It's part of the underworld, man.
It really is. So he's, like I said, it'd be nice because if he can get like a CEO, which I kind of thought he was doing that now, but I think that Oscar kind of pulled the rug over him a little bit, and by kind of pushing Richard Schaefer, because I think that personally, Richard Schaefer was going to become Al Heyman's figurehead, to become Al Heyman's person to CEO, but Oscar kind of saw that coming before he sobered up. Shout out to Oscar for being sober, man.
Shout out Oscar.
Crack is whack. Crack is whack, and I'm glad you're doing that, son. So
hey, I respect that.
I respect it.
What? Everybody deserves a second chance.
Everybody deserves a chance, you know. So I'm glad he got sobriety.
Yeah.
I'm glad, you know. So I'm glad he cleaned himself up. So since Richard Schaefer's blocked, Uncle Al really can't go to the promotion now because there's no way he can legitimately head of a promotion team without being in violation of the manager promotional act they have in boxing.
That is true. You know, so where does Mayweather go from here? Only time will tell. Next May, he claims it's going to be a new money team. Let's just hope that he makes the right decisions and takes his career, you know, or gets his career back on track, man. I mean, he won this fight, but it's with every fight that passes, man, he looks a little more shot worn and more vulnerable, man.
And see what's the problem with Floyd is? He's a natural smaller fighter, so he's not going to age kind of like Bernard Hopkins.
That's true, the alien.
Yeah, the alien, you know, don't get me wrong, he's still phenomenal. He's 50 years old, you know, finna fight a unification belt against Sergey Kovalev.
We're going to come back to
We're going to come back at that, but Bernard Hopkins actually was a larger man fighting a small division. When he was fighting in middleweight, he was 6'1". And he has length on him, so he can naturally go to 175 and be able. And he's not a larger person. While Floyd, on the other hand, if he goes to 154 or 147, his natural weight is probably like I say he can do. He's a naturally junior welterweight personally. I think
junior welterweight, definitely, man. He can make 140 any day of the week.
He can make junior. So with that being said, he's not going to have the luxury of being able to absorb a lot of his punches or be able to be muscle people around because sooner or later these kids are getting bigger, stronger, and faster than him.
Oh, absolutely, man. And maybe Alex Arija being in the camp is not a bad thing.
Yeah, you know, everybody needed vitamins. You know,
everybody need those special vitamins.
Everybody need to be juicy.
That Barry Bonds juice.
You know, so everybody need that juice a little bit. You know,
yeah, so we'll see how things shake up, man. Another video.